Good evening. Welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. It's our last day hour of, today's going to be fun because this afternoon's been a month. We've no Amber, we've no Sam, we've no Laura, we've no David. So I'm running around like a headless chicken getting all this lot printed, and then, listen to this, right? 2 hours took me to find all this lot. Do you know why? Because it said on the sheet that I go work from, tattered lace. It was 2 red robins. That's why I couldn't find it. So this afternoon has been a month. But we're going to have a lot of fun in this because we've got some cracking deals. Actually, we've got some SVG files on here that I've never seen. How's that even a thing? But it's exciting. We've got a half price on, is it Rhinestone Rodeo?
Yes.
On Rhinestone Rodeo. We've got our posh card in. We've got tattered lace files. They're right. And we've got 2 red robins and in the studio. And I'm going to show you a bit of Minecraft Studio, how to scan it in and cut it out. How about that? That'll do, won't it? Right, so let's get our housekeeping out of the way. Called it housework earlier on. It's the only housework I do. Right, I've got our Jane on cameras.
Hello.
We've got Lewis.
Hello.
In the producer's seat tonight, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So first of all, what's live shopping all about? Well, it's super easy. You can watch us on different platforms. So you can watch us on your TV on YouTube, which is brilliant because you can put us like that big. We have to stand like that then. Or you can watch us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on either of our social platforms, each of the items that we show you will have a code. And to purchase that item, all you need to do is type the word shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, and that will automatically put it into a basket for you, so you don't need to miss a minute or a second of what we're showing you, which is great. Then we're going to send you a direct message, and in that message you will find a link. Click the link and that will take you to highlightcrafts.com, where you need to log into your account so you get your club member benefits, and then check out. Now on this show in particular, the sooner you check out, the sooner you can be crafting, because it's digital, which is brilliant because it's instant and there's no postage. So we like that, don't we? If you prefer to shop with us on highlightcrafts.com, you can also do that. Just pop on over to the website, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that starts to stream, all the items in the show will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You then simply select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they'll appear at the top of your screen in the form of a little red shopping bag. When you're ready to check out, click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Please, please, please remember to log in. By logging in, you get your club member benefits, which is extra discount on every single order. You also get loyalty points for every single pound that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35 after your discounts, we pay the postage, unless of course it's digital, then there isn't any. If you're worried about missing any of the shows and you don't want to miss out, just type the word live into the comments underneath the video, and that will give us permission to send you a little notification about a couple of minutes before we go live, so you don't miss anything. And if you want to shop ahead, you can also do that as well from midnight, so you can get ahead of the game. We had that this time last night. We had 7 items that had already gone. I was like, what am I going to do for an hour? Right, shall we get started? Because we've got a mega bundle. Well, actually, no, I'm going to start with the tattered lace pearls, please, if that's all right, Lewis. Because this, give us a minute, I'll be back. Organised. I need more hours in a day, more days in a week. Right. We have these sets of tattered lace pearl edges. I've literally just cut these out of the posh card, and look how beautiful they are. Aren't they stunning? Now I think there's about 6 or 7 sizes in the files that you're purchasing, but of course we've got these. I'm going to say your smallest would probably be about that big, just because of the size of these here. So you've probably got the best part of 150 different sizes of that. I know, Jane. Jane came in and she said, so you're going to wow me with this machine? I was thinking, you stick with your resin for now. Because if I get this in your hands, resin is going out the window, let me tell you. So you've got them in all different sizes. But just come with me, because I want to show you the other things that you can do with it. We're going to do this. We're going to bounce backwards and forwards. I know. Oh, it's all right. Just let it settle. I'll be on a wonk for a bit. Right, so in Canvas Workspace, I've brought on one of each. Now, what's lovely about this is you've got that in about 150 different sizes. But if I ungroup one of these, you've then also got, it's a bit slow tonight, Canvas. You might be doing some updates on it or something, I don't know, but it's a bit slow. You've also got that beautiful outside edge. Now that, paper pierced, would look absolutely magnificent. So then you'll have that in about, well, let's say 150 different sizes. So we're up to 300 options already. But then you've also got this lot that will cut into your cardstock. So you've then got that in all those different sizes. Now you could also just use a corner by deleting some of these off as well. So you've got 3 different ways of using those 3 different shapes, which is giving you at least 450 options. Give them a minute. For £4.50. 450 options for £4.50. That's a penny each. You can't buy anything for a penny now. I know, I've checked. Believe you me, I loved a penny tray. You can't buy a thing for a penny now. £4.50. Get them in your basket and get it checked out. Well, don't check out. No, you can check out, can't you? You can check out as many times as you like because it's digital. Right, that is lovely. And I have to say that posh card cuts beautifully. Now, the stock is dwindling on this. Terry, who owns the paper mill, came in the other day and he said to Stephanie, this really made me laugh. He said, please, can you stop selling it at that silly price because it's upsetting my other customers? And Stephanie went, well, it's not upsetting ours. They're very happy. So you're going to get this lovely cream card. You get 30 A5, 60 A4, 30 12 by 12 and 30 A3 for $19.99. I know it's good, isn't it? Please get that in your basket. That is lovely because you could have the bigger square with that inside. You could have the bigger square with just the detail inside. You can just, it's one of those that you can just keep running with, and I love it. A little bit of advice for you. It will take a little bit longer to load just because of the amount of paths there are in it. It will load on all machines because we've tested them. So don't be worried if it does that, but think about embossing this or paper piercing it because it's absolutely beautiful. If you're going to take them into Canvas Workspace, just take one in because if you bring on the whole lot together, it ungroups them. And then you've got to go through and pick each individual piece and you don't want to be doing that. So send the one in that you want to work with, just separate them out in your files. But those, £4.50. They're the best £4.50 you spend today, I'll tell you that. Right, let's say good evening to a few of you, shall we? Right, we've got Janice, evening all. She says, Sandra, Sarah Jane, even one-piece sweets are more than that now. I know, says Sarah Jane Kennedy. Maureen, Karen's with us, Julie's with us. Looks pretty on that card. I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? We've got Alan with us, Sewing Rena Patchwork Guide. That's a lot of words. Hi Mel, I will be shopping with Highlight Crafts as they are the best website to buy from, and Mel and Stephanie are the best presenters in the world. From Alan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're just who we are, aren't we, really? We've got Sue with us, we've got Leslie with us, we've got Barbara B with us. Sorry, press the wrong button. The order was 3 SVG files on USB. Oh, have you sorted it right? Brilliant, thank you. We've got Mandy with us. Evening, Mel and everyone. I feel like I'll be spending again. Well, welcome to my world. I spent a fortune recently. We've got Sharon with us, Chris, Jackie, Alison, Marina. We've got Julie. We've got Marina again. She managed to get the pure print through a printer today. I'm as excited as you are. We've got Jackie with us, Crafty Lou's with us, Karen, Laura, Glyn, Anne, Veronica, Yvonne, good grief, Barbara B. We've got Karen, Lorraine, Anne, and Faye with us. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, shall we start with this? Because we did a thing, didn't we, Jane?
We did. Just a little bit of a thing.
Jane came down, gave me a hug because I was a little bit fraught, and I went, I think I might need a discount on this. And we got one. So, $24.99. Yes.
Yeah.
Shop Seasonal is going to get you everything I'm about to show you. Okay, so Seasonal Finishing Touches Volume 1. This is beautiful. This is what I'm making the wreath out of, that we're going to do in Micro Studio. So you've got your black ivy. It's not black, it's green ivy, but it has black berries in it. It's beautiful. Then you've got the flowering Latura. Then you've got Let's Stick Together, your branches. They're going to be brilliant for your little robins and your little birds to be sitting on in the snow. Then you've got Mighty Pine. So you've got all your pine cones. Now imagine those on your reflections foiled with your foiling kit, because it foils as well, Jane. Then we've got Pure Poinsettia. She's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You will. I'll tell you now. No, you will. I know you will. Pure Poinsettia. You've got your Scattering Seeds, which are your poppy heads. You've then got the Berry Best. You've got Weathered Leaves. These are beautiful for this time of year. You know when the leaves go crunchy? It's like that. And then you've got the Yuletide Blossom, but you're also going to get your Minecraft Studio with it. So you can see now your ivy. Aren't they lovely? You've got your different colours in of your flowering lanterns. Love those. See, if I was a kid, I'd be walking around popping those because I'd want to see what was inside. I was always in trouble. Can you tell? Never have guessed that, would you? No, you've got twigs, you've got pine cones, you've got poinsettias in 6 different colours. You've got all your poppy heads in there as well. Then you've also got your berries. Look how super fine that detail is. It's beautiful, isn't it? You've then got your weathered leaves. I love that. I think that's absolutely fabulous. And you've got your Yuletide Blossom down here as well. Again, in 4 different colours. Okay, so you're getting all of that. We haven't finished yet. You're getting your digi-stamps. So if you want to do your pyrography, or print these off on a thin copy paper, put a piece of 140 over the top and trace over it with your foil pen, because that would look lovely. Then you're also going to get all of these backgrounds, seasonal backgrounds. Okay, so that's everything that you're getting with the first part of this download. All right, so that's your first one. Then you're going to get this little lot. So this is all your little ducks painting the Easter eggs. Okay, so you're going to get your Bountiful Blossom. You're going to get your Seasonal Gathering. You're going to get your Bountiful Basket. You then get Frida, who's painting the Easter eggs. You get Huey, who's carrying the Easter eggs. And you've got Leonardo, who isn't, oh, I'm an artist, darling. Can hear him quacking it now. Then you've got that. Honestly, this is brilliant. Spring Wreath is beautiful. You'll see it in a minute. Then we've got Whispers of Spring. You've got Whispers of Spring Gathering. And you've got You Quack Me Up, which is also a gathering. I love Sophie. She pings up all these names. She's really good. She loves a pun. But then you're getting all of this artwork. Now, I know these look a little bit strange because they're blown up, but they won't look like this when you use them on your Minecraft Studio. Look at these. Isn't that just beautiful? I love this. I think this is fabulous. You've got all your peonies in here in different, what's the word? Different stages. That's the one. Stages of bloom, which I love. You've got your little sprig, your catkins down here. Fantastic. You've then got your hyacinths. No, are they hyacinths? Yes, I think they are hyacinths. You've got your Blissful Blossom. You've got your Blissful Blossom branches. That's not easy to say. Blissful Blossom branches. Wow. And then you've got more of your catkins in your different colours. Look at this wreath. How beautiful is that? Isn't that stunning? I love that. I'd buy it just for that. Not going to lie. You've got your roses in here. You've got your beautiful rose sprigs down here, which are absolutely divine. We've then got all your little geese, your ducks. Aren't they fabulous? I love him. I have a photograph of my dad in a flat cap with Matthew in a wheelbarrow at 3 years old in a flat cap, pushing him around the garden. So that's getting scrapbooked. Yeah, I think I'm mad. You should have met my mum. She was even crazier than I am. Bountiful basket. You've got in there as well with all your different colourways. Love that. You've got it with and without the blanket. The handle, that would make a beautiful crib, wouldn't it? Yeah. For a new baby card, that would be stunning.
Or puppies.
Or puppies. Yes, puppies. You've also got digi-stamps in here, again. So think about using those for your colouring in as well, or your pyrography, or your foil pen. Then you've got all of these. That is absolutely beautiful. I think that's the nicest wreath we've ever done. It's stunning. Then you've got all your scenes. So you've got your cottages. So you've got real lifelike cottages. Then you've also got these. I love this artwork. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful and perfect for your 2 red robins. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now you could make that look wintry if you wanted to by adding snow. Then we go on to these scenes. So you've got some in the garden, some in the countryside. You've got all of these as well. I love backgrounds because they're the starting point of your story. You know, when you were at school and they told you in composition you had to have a beginning, a middle and an end. This is the beginning of your story. I used to love composition at school because you had to write stories, didn't you? I'm quite good at writing stories. Then you've also got all your backing papers that coordinate. Okay, obviously you can use these independently as well because they're super pretty. It's got a texture on, hasn't it? Then you've also got all of these. That's very, very pretty. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Think about your sublimation as well. Oh, that's the thing. So I've been prepping for some sublimation today. And what I did was I opened up Minecraft Studio, imported some papers and just made them that big on the A4 sheet and filled it with lots of different patterns because I'm doing little key rings. So I didn't need big pieces. So I scaled them all down. I got about 12 different ones on a page and then just printed it off. So these would be great for that as well. You've got a few more in there, a bit more with the blue tone in there. Oh, and then you've got some more digi-stamps. There you go. So you're getting all of that as well. Now this is all $24.99. But this was a surprise. I didn't even know we'd ever done this. But I love it, and I printed it off so we can cut some. So we've got Bingle in here, our little gonks. They're fabulous, aren't they? And then we've got Binkle and Blitzen with his little deer. Look at his hooves. They're fabulous, aren't they? Then you've got Christmas carolers. You've got, what does that say, Jane? Garrick. You've got Norbert, and you've got your seasonal trimmings, all with artwork. So you're getting all of that for $24.99. Mad that, isn't it? Shall we go and cut one? Come on, let's go. Right, let's have a look. So, I don't want that mat. I want my other mat. Where have I put my other mat? Here. Right, so let's cut one of our reflections. So on this USB, I've got 2 on the go. So we'll see which one it's on. Just let me find it. From the USB, have I got my stylus in here? Yes, I have. Getting good at this. Right, which ones do I want? I want, what's it called? It is called Micro Studio Art in Bloom Pots of Love, Quick and Easy, Seasonal Finishing Touches. I think it's that one. And we want, no, it's not that one. Please tell me I put it on a USB. Maybe it's on the other one, bear with. I'd have 2 on the go. Let's see if it's on this one. Retrieve from the USB. There we are. Seasonal Finishing Touches. Now we've got to see which one it is. Here we are. Look at that. First time. Looking at that. Doesn't happen very often. Right, let's have a look at this. Look, this is the wreath that I was telling you about that I made and then got the ScanNCut to cut it out. Jane's going, seriously? Yes, seriously. Right? So I am probably one of the most cynical people you'll meet in this industry because I've seen a lot of craft companies come and go, a lot of products come and go, and some of them are a bit gimmicky, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really cynical. So when they sent me the ScanNCut, I was like, why do I need a scanner in a cutting machine? That's ridiculous. Now I wouldn't buy one without it because it's blinking brilliant. So let's cut bingle out, shall we? We'll just do one of them and then we can move on and do some other stuff because I've got loads I want to show you in this hour and loads of demos I want to do. So we're going to get through as many as we can. Right, so this is what we call a reflection sheet, and we've got 6 on one piece of paper. You'll also see there's a black rectangle all the way around the outside edge. This is for positioning your cutting file, okay? So on the bottom it will tell you the name of the collection, Seasonal Finishing Touches Volume 1. The name of the file is Bingle, and if there's no size on it, like small, large or extra large, it means it's the original size. So when we go into Bingle, we've got your detail cuts, so that's what you'll use to foil. You've got your matte layers, so you've got perfect ones to make apertures and your card blanks. And then you've got your reflections and cuts. I want the original one, and I want the reflection cut. So there's another colourway for this, which you'll open up in your printer. There's decoupage layers, and then your actual reflection cut. So that brings up that cutting file. So we're going to edit it because we're changing it. We want to group it together. So 1 red square means that one part of that design is selected. 3 red squares means you're going to select more than one. So multiple select, we want all of it, everything on the mat. Press OK. We go back to editing the object and we group it together. And now I can move that as one piece. Now what I'm going to do is scan this in. Now I'm not scanning it in so the machine can see it and find the outside edge. I'm scanning it in so that you can see it on your screen and then you line up with that positioning rectangle. So we're going to scan from here and we're going to press start. And I know loads of you know this, I know, but once upon a time you didn't. And we have new people joining us all the time, so it's always good for a refresher. In fact, yesterday I had somebody contact me and say, how do I cut out the reflections? There you go. See, I like that because we can be reactive, and I love that. Right, so we've got the cutting file here, and we've got the image there. Now it looks quite pale there. That's because I've got the background on light, so that when I put that cutting file over the top, I can actually see it. Okay, so I'm just going to make that lighter again, but like you can see, you can make it darker. So all I'm going to do is zoom in. And I'm going to zoom in to 400%, so as close as I can get on the machine. I'm then going to drag that cutting file and I'm going to lay the corner of that rectangle over the corner of the black rectangle, then my scanned image. And now every single one of those is lined up perfectly and will cut out. But I only want one. So I'm going to Object, Edit, Ungroup. Now when you've ungrouped, and I'm going to keep saying this because this, when I've taught classes, this is a bit where people get stuck. You need to then tap the screen to release the shapes. So the rectangle I'm going to put in the bin because it's my positioning rectangle and I'm only cutting one. When I come back to cut the other 5, I need that rectangle intact, okay? And then all I'm going to do is change the cutting area. So I'm going to drag over the ones that I don't want, like that, and just leave the one that I do want selected, okay? We'll get to the end and it'll go, please select and cut. It tells me there's some out of the cutting area because it can see it. So I just press OK and it will then go ahead and just cut out that one. I'm laughing at Jane's face because she's like, oh, I can see it happening. She's like that. It's good, isn't it? So now that's going to go and cut that out for you. And I wanted to show you this one because I've never seen these. They were web exclusives. So when we were on Create and Craft, we used to launch a collection and then we'd do web exclusives. And occasionally we just did them for web. And I've never seen these. I was really excited when I saw these earlier on. I'm like, that's brilliant, right? So new ones and they're gonks. So they're cool, aren't they? They're really cool. And then look at that. There you go. There he is. All cut out. Do you know what? We can do stickers like this now because we've got a new sticker machine. Isn't that fabulous?
He's cute.
And accurate. Now it would have taken you longer to cut that out with a pair of scissors and you'd have got to this bit here and gone, no, I'm snipping that off. Don't need to now because you've got a ScanNCut. It's good, isn't it? Right, come with me. We've got more to show you. Oh, we've got questions. Questions. I do like questions. Right. Oh gosh, I've got loads of you. Good grief, look at you all. That's fabulous. Thank you ever so much. Right, question. Does it matter what number you have the lever on at the side for scanning, 1 or 2? Okay, Jackie. So the lever at the side here, unless it prompts me, I will always keep it down because that drops the back rollers, and the back rollers help guide your mat in and out. The machine will prompt you to lift that when it's drawing, so those rollers don't go through the ink, or if you're scanning in something that's thicker, like 3mm foam or 3mm felt or your grey board. So if you've got a thicker material, it will prompt you to lift that. Now, sometimes when I'm cutting and I'm busy and I haven't burnished it down properly, when it goes in, if it lifts a piece of your card, it will pause and it will tell you to lift those rollers because it thinks it's thicker than it actually is. So sometimes it will prompt you and you'll be like, why are you prompting me for that? And it'll come out and you'll see there's a little bit of your card come up. So it's then reading it thicker. But apart from that, I just wait for the machine to prompt me because it does. I hope that helps. Jackie, do the SVG files work on your Cricut machine, please? Right, Leah. So we are in the process of looking at that for you. We can't do it with these at the moment because the way that Cricut imports an SVG file, when a graphic designer designs a file, they can press a button at the end. So let's say you've got, I don't know, well, this file, for example, this flower. So they've got the outside edge and then you've got all the detail lines inside. If you imported that into Cricut now, it would bring on your outside edge and it will put all the detail lines in a row. So let me give you another example as well. Let's say we've got a stencil design. So we've got a square and it's full of different size circles. If we compound that, which is what a graphic designer needs to do to make it work for Cricut. So what compounding means is instead of it seeing a square with all the circles sat on top, it will see it the way that we see it, as a square with all the apertures. So that's compounding it. And that's what Cricut needs. It needs a compound path. So when you import it in, it can't split it because it's one shape. If we do that on all our files, the ScanNCut users, when they take it into Canvas Workspace, can't get to that detail in the middle. And that for me is where the creativity lies. It's all that detail in the middle of that stencil, that flower that you can isolate, that beautiful mandala that you can take out and use for something else. So we're in the process of looking at doing different files. So it'll be the same files but saved in a different way for Cricut, because obviously we're going on Hobbycraft TV now and Hobbycraft Sale Cricut. So we're looking at doing it, but it's going to be a little, just a little while until we get round to that. I think we're going to have to do it a collection at a time. But unfortunately, the way that Cricut imports it, it splits it unless it's been compounded. So right now, unless it's just an outline, I'm going to say no, but we are looking at it going forward. So I hope that helps. Also, the other thing that's quite difficult to do is if you've got a cutting file on your computer screen and you've got that on your Cricut mat, it's not easy to know where it's going to cut. But we do have a customer that's written a 4-page instruction piece for you, so we'll put that on the website as soon as we start selling those files. It's just a little bit more long-winded, that's all. You've just got to do it in a different way, but we are definitely looking at it. So just, yeah, don't lose faith. We are definitely doing that. So that's a really good question. Thank you, Leah, for that. Right, let's have a look at the rest of them. You all right? Yeah, good. Right, brilliant. Right, let's have a look at these. Now, earlier on today, I bought you these as dies, and they are beautiful. And I love this because, first of all, you've got 1, 2, 3 card shapes. Okay, now we show you this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 10 sizes if you were buying this and using it with your reflections. However, you can take that into Minecraft Studio, make it the size that you want it to be. Oh, can you? Yeah, because there'll be Minecraft Studio for this somewhere along the line. I would have thought, maybe. You can do that if it's got Minecraft Studio. Right, forget that because I don't know if it has. You can, I think, how are you going to do that? Yeah, you can make them smaller, but you can't make it bigger unless you've got an A3 printer. But you've got your card shape. So if you wanted that to be an 8x8 card, you'd just make that 8x8, wouldn't you? Right, so you've got all of those. You've got your teacups And you've got your perfume bottle. That is beautiful. I have to say the artwork for this is stunning. You've then got your cerise blooms. You've got your florist fresh gathering. You've got peach petals. You've got your sensational, which is your perfume bottle. You've got your stems of blossom. You've got terrific. And you've got your My Jam with your jam jar at the bottom. It's brilliant. £17.50 is going to get you those as SVG cutting files. Now then, if you would like the cuties that our Lily bought you the other week, you've got your glamorous classic cuties, you've got your confident cuties, you've got Giselle, the ballerina with her unicorn, and you've got Odette, the black swan. Beautiful, isn't it? £6.50 is going to get you the SVG files for that. Now, when we talk about SVG files, we don't just give you the basics. So we give you all of that in 3 different sizes. So always the original, then a smaller and a larger version, or a larger and an extra large version. Then we also give you all the artwork for the reverse of that. So if you wanted to do that in like a little dome or inside a bauble or inside a shaker, when you turn it, you'll see the same on the back as you see on the front. So that's nice. We also give you the matte layers. So if you want to make apertures, you can do that. We also give you decoupage layers. We give you any different colorways if they were applicable. And we also give you the detail lines. Now, personally, I don't cut with the detail lines on top of the artwork because the ScanNCut has a straight blade. When you cut all those little lines into your reflection and you put any kind of shape in it, you see the white line. What I like to do is use them to foil, emboss, draw, all of those different things that the ScanNCut will do. So for £6.50, you're getting all of those different variations with the artwork and reverse and all the detail for £6.50. That's not bad, is it? Take that. Now then, I haven't seen this one either. More Christmas. I know, I don't know how I've missed these. Quick and easy Christmas cards, this is called. So you've got Chilly and Frosty. Love that. Look at the little dog. Chilly and Frosty, the snowman. You've got Hollybrook Hollow, which are designs inside a bauble. Now you'll have your artwork, but imagine that foiled on top of your reflection. That is beautiful. Then you've also got Oakley and Neve. So you've got your little squirrel and your little bird. You've got Seasons Tweetings. I love Sophie's brain. And then you've got Wenceslas and Wendell. So you've got the dog and the donkey. Now that one is £12.50. You're going to get all of those in everything that I've just said instantly. No postage. It's great. I love it. Right, for those of you that have just joined us, I want to remind you of this. Shop Gonk. Which is Shop Gonk?
It's one of the pieces in the seasonal collection. People were asking for it.
This one?
Yes.
Oh,
Gonk
separately? Oh, he's added it separately. Not bad, is he? Hey, good. Brilliant. Right, you can get that separately. That's fab. So if you've already got the others, you can get that by itself. How much is it? £9.99. Oh, nice. Right, now then. We brought these at the beginning of the show. I cut them out before we came on air. How beautiful are these? Now, you get these in 6 or 7 different sizes. 6 or 7 different sizes. So you can obviously use those. The bigger you make them, the bigger the detail will become. Or, oh, now then, you could make it big. Oh, come with me, I've got to show you this, because now I've just had a thought. This is when my brain goes a little bit skewy. Right, now then, let's have a look at this. So, let's think about which one we're going to do. Let's do the rectangle, I think. So we'll put all that in the bin. Don't play up tonight, Canvas Workspace, because I don't need you to do that. Right, now then, let's do this. So if we edit and ungroup, I want to make that narrower, but I don't want to change the aspect of it, the ratio of it. So if I move that out of the way, and let's have a see. Oh, come on, don't die on me now. Please don't do that. If I then take, let's think about this. How am I going to do this? Right, let's try this. So if I take that one, it isolate it. That one, it is slow tonight. If we don't get to do this, I'll do something similar on Tuesday. And that one. And I group that together. So I go, in fact, I'm going to take this one as well. So the opposite ones, that one. Oh, press shift. I'm going to start again now, blinking egg. Right, let me zoom in and then I can see it a little bit better. There we are. So if I decide I want to do it, that one. So I'm pressing shift and selecting these on my keyboard, and then I want that one, and that one. If I now group that together, I can then duplicate that. So I've got two. I'm hoping this is going to work. Right, oh no, I don't want that one. I just want this one, please. Thank you. So if I move that over there now, right, now then, what I need to do now is grab all of this here, from there down, and group that together, like that, and then move it down. Come on, please work. Thank you. I don't know what it is with the with canvas today, but it's a little bit slower than normal. Right, I'm not going to worry about lining it up yet. Then I can bring this in. Yeah, it's going to work. Of course it is, Melanie. Why are you doubting yourself? Right, click off. Make sure you get that cross. That's it. They can then go in there like that. We can then grab all of that together. Make sure it's lined up centrally vertically. Oh, not that one. Bear with. That's because I didn't ungroup the rest. We've got to wait for it to undo now. This is the bit where it's slow. So we might come back to it in a minute. Come on, undo. Don't do it. Just behave yourself, will you? Yeah, it's slow. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, no, see, it tells me. I'm going to wait. Thank you. So that's how you can make it taller or wider without changing the size of the actual beautiful, delicate pearls on the edge. So splitting shapes is a thing now. It's fabulous, isn't it? It's brilliant. I could make it, if I took a plain rectangle that was bigger, I could punch this part out of that rectangle. So then you've got another piece for a stepper card. Seriously, this will be the best £4.50 you spend today, because the versatility of these is quite extraordinary. Right, let's come back. Come on, let's see if we can do it before it starts to have a wobble again. Right, let's bring you in. There we go. Let's move you. Oh, come on, please. Come on, universe, I need your help. Thank you. Right, let's move that over there. I'm going to line them all up. Right, so the next thing I need to do is grab what was up here, like that, because that was ungrouped, and group that together. And then I can grab all of that whilst avoiding the circle, like that. Align it so it's centrally vertical, and there, play around a little bit more with the positioning, but there you've extended it that way. And if you wanted to do it this way, widthways, you just do the same thing. So now you can keep the ratio of that beautiful outside edge. Oh, and then this bit, this is the bit that you'll have to then do this with. Right, so I'm not going to get to show you everything I wanted to, but at least we've had a good idea. Right, so I've taken 3 sets out of there. So to split this and make this match, we're going to bring in a square. Come on, I might have to do something like this on Tuesday for you, because it's just a little bit slow today. They might be doing maintenance. Sometimes they do that, don't they? They do maintenance on it. I'm going to make that wider, and I'm going to split that shape from there, and then I'm going to duplicate that shape. I'm doing this on the cuff, so if I'm doing it, if it goes a bit wrong, you'll know why, because I've got to work it out. But if I have another one there, let's move that out of the way. This is like my favourite thing in the world to do. I love solving problems like this. It's brill. This is the engineering gene, I think. Right, if I grab, now then let me think about this. I grab all of those and divide it. That should punch and leave me with that piece. Yes, there you go. So you'll then duplicate that like we did with the pieces. So let's undo it. duplicate that so you've got another one, go back to that original shape and add that in. It's brilliant, isn't it? Honestly, Canvas Workspace is like this whole universe of creativity that opens up that you can't keep up with because there's so many things that you can do with it, and it's really exciting. Right, now then, we also have for you, now I didn't get time to make one of these unfortunately today because it's been very, very busy. We've got loads of people off and it's just been a bit chaotic, but this is the cracker from last year. So last year we bought you a Craftmaster cracker as a die. And we also, if you look at the picture on your screen, you'll see all the little embellishments that we did as a sheet of reflections. So in here, you're going to get your sheet of reflections and your cutting file for your cracker. Now, the smallest, you could go small with this because these diamonds are quite big. So you could make a cracker probably that big. The only thing that will restrict you is when you scale it down, this tab will become smaller. So it'll get to a stage where you won't be able to get any glue on and it hold. But apart from that, you've got the ability to make a cracker that is fabulous. And it's really clever, this one, because you don't even need to score across here. Because as soon as you tie ribbon, as soon as I do that, it wants to go in on itself anyway. So it's a really cool cracker. It's different to the one that we've done this year, but if you want an assortment, it's £7.50, so it's half price. And it's a brilliant cracker, and you get all of those little embellishments to decorate it with. So shop cracker, £7.50. Right, now then, we've got a download of the most incredible papers. Look at this. Aren't these fabulous? I love this. This is the one where David and Stephanie were playing around in the cupboard with the brooms, and somebody said it was absolutely disgraceful and she should concentrate on her business. Oh yeah, I'll say it out loud, right? Yeah, it's called having a sense of humour. So you've got that. You've also, I'm over it now. You've also got all of these. I love this. Now, there's a series on, I want to say, is it on Prime or Netflix, I think, called Heartland. Oh. No, I know the other one that you're thinking of. What's it called? Netflix, Yellowstone. Yellowstone's on Paramount. On Prime. But Heartland, if you want a really lovely, in fact there's about 16 seasons of it, I think. It's really good. It's about a young girl that's a horse whisperer and she's a trainer, and it's a lovely storyline. It's all about the family. It's brilliant. I'll tell you how good it is. I watched the whole lot 3 times. It's really nice. It's one of them nice ones. So you're getting all of this and all of this. Now this is half price tonight. So instead of being should it be $29.99?
Might be a mistake, so it's better than half price.
Oh, quick. Shop Rodeo, £12.50. Don't tell anybody. Diane, if you're upstairs, cover your ears. I didn't just say that. It should have been half price, £12.50. Love this. Right up my street, this, because I used to go horse riding. Look at that. Aren't these fabulous? Brilliant for men's cards as well, aren't they? I love this. I think it's really different. I don't think I've ever seen anything like these papers. If you're in America, this is going to be great for you as well, isn't it, with your cowboys? Look at that. Aren't they just gorgeous? With all the diamantes and the cowboy boots and the hats and, oh, I think it's fabulous. Right, you're getting a deal today because it should be $29.99. £12.50. Look at that. Aren't they fabulous? I think I was born in the wrong era and in the wrong place. I should have been born in somewhere where they have all the cowboys, because I was proper horse mad. You've got all of those, and you've got your dream catchers in here, which are lovely. I love a dream catcher. And then last but by no means least, bear with, whoop, we've also got those as well. Look at that. Not fabulous? Yeah, I've cleaned a lot of those in my time. Seriously. Right, let's put all that lot down there. Gosh, they're heavy, those boards. I don't need to go to the gym, Jane. I'm all right. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Right, do I need to recap anything, Lewis?
We could do the seasonal again.
Seasonal, this one again. Or can I go and do a demo?
We'll go do a demo then.
Can I?
Yeah.
Go on then. Right, now then. I'm not going to design it on Minecraft Studio because I want to show you the bit that's relative to the ScanNCut, but I am going to bring it up. So earlier on, I used the seasonal the one that's got all those beautiful poinsettias in. So I did a whole circle of poinsettias. Then I did put some little pine cones in, just here and there. And then I did the black ivy, the ivy with the black berries, and created this wreath, okay? So it was super easy to do. It took me about 10 minutes max. And then what you do is you print this off, okay? So just go up to print at the top, send it to your printer and print it off. Then in effects, you go into brightness and you take it right over to the left and it turns it black. And now that's the best contrast you can have for a scanner. So once you get to that stage, up and down, you're going to scan it in. Now I'm using my scanning mat just because it's a clean background. So we're going to now scan this in. So if I press OK here, and I need to put that back to full, my cutting area back to full, like that. And then I need to load my mat in. And from the home screen, I'm going to scan to create a cutting file, okay? So we're going to press OK, press home because we're finished with those files. We're going to scan to create cutting data or cutting information, and we're just going to press start, okay? So black on white, any scanner, whether it's built into a ScanNCut or whether it's external, needs contrast. So if you've got a white lily on a white background and it's got that grey shading in, which is what they usually do, a very pale grey or a soft warm grey, it will find that bit, but when it gets to the white on the white, it can't see the difference. It doesn't mean it won't cut it, it just means that it can't see it. So all you need to do is just go around that with a pencil, and as soon as it can see a complete shape, it will cut it. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, the first option here will cut just the outside edge, but I want it to cut all the little bits in the middle as well. So we're going to choose this one, which means it cuts on either side of every line. So if I click on that, it's processing it. Now, not only has it found the wreath, it's found the edge of the paper. So all we're going to do is drag this over like this and contain that shape and get rid of all of those extra little pieces, okay? Then I'm going to preview it to see what I've got. And then I'm going to press OK because I'm happy with that, all right? I've got everything I need. I'm going to save it onto my USB and it's file number 60. That's it. That's all I need to do now. So I'm going to unload that and I'm going to put one of my prints that I printed off, this one, onto here, okay? So let's get the gonks off and the wreath on. And I have to remember which way around I did it now, this one. Right, so we're going to position that on here, still lining it up in the top left corner. Doesn't really matter, because you're going to line it up anyway, and we're just going to burnish this down, all right? So let's open this up again now. I've got my cutting file, so now I can press home and OK. So first thing I'm going to do is retrieve that information from that USB. I'm going to find that file, which is right there. I'm going to press OK so that I can start to manipulate that file, because I need to group it to be able to move it. So we're editing it because we're changing it. We're going to select everything that's on the mat, so all of those pieces, press OK, go back to editing the object and group it together. And now I'm going to scan the coloured image in so I can see it on the screen. So I'm going to press OK and keep going until I get to please select and cut. And then I'm going to load my mat and then we're going to press start and it's going to, no I'm not, I'm going to scan it in. That's what I'm going to do. Wow. Right, go back, scan. Forgot about that bit. Better not do that on Sunday when I'm on Hobbycraft TV. I better not. You enjoyed it today? Have you watched any of it? We watched a bit this morning when David was on. Looks good, doesn't it? It does. Nothing is going to change here though. Everyone keeps saying, oh, please tell me you're going to continue doing your shows. Yes, we are. Nothing's changing. Right, we're going to go to edit and I'm going to use my directional arrows just to move this across. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in. and I'm going to zoom in to 400%, and you can instantly see these arrows here move your screen down, that first of all it needs moving over a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to line that up. I'm going to bring it back one, and I'm going to take it, let's see if up is better, because it's a little bit low down there. And then when you get it to that stage, go on, you did it perfectly last time, don't let me down now. There we go. And now when I move this down, it's lined up. Now, something that I did do the other day, if you watched the show the other day, when I did the scanning cutting position alignment before I started, you know, when I went into settings and I put the 12 by 12 piece of card on and I made it find its X and Y axis and align it again, that's what I would do before you did this. I've already done it on this, so it doesn't matter. So all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to drop it down one more and just nudge it across, because that little bit's bothering me there. No, I need to do this. Okay, let's move it back up again, back over, and then up one more. There we go. Right, we'll see what we get, won't we? So now we're going to press OK and keep pressing OK until we get to please select and cut and start. Now, for years, I watched Diane do Minecraft Studio, and every single time there was a show that I watched, somebody messaged in and went, how do I cut them out? And she said, with a pair of scissors. The ScanNCut will do that in less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And that's exactly what I did and got that. It's fab. I love it. It's a blinking brilliant machine. Right, let's go back and have a look at these downloads again. Just before we say goodbye to you, don't forget to get those, because those are amazing. That's the best £4.50 you'll spend on files today, because that is beautiful and you can extend it. Right, so all of this whole thing that I'm about to show you is coming to you for £24.99 before your club discount. Sooner you check out, sooner you can craft with it. So you're going to get seasonal finishing touches. That's the one that I made the wreath with. So you've got your black ivy, you've got your flowering lanterns, you've got let's stick together, you've got your pine cones, your poinsettias, your poppy seed heads, you've got your Yuletide blossom, weathered leaf. I love those leaves, especially this time of year with that autumnal rice papers. That's going to look incredible. And then the berry best. Then you get the Minecraft Studio with it. And now normally you will get the first colour included. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra colourways, and they're usually £1 each to download. You're getting them included. Same with your seed heads, same with the berries. Honestly, the value for money is brilliant, and it wasn't going to be this price, but I asked nicely and got you a deal. Then you've got your digi-stamps for your foil pen, brilliant, and you've got your background papers. Okay, so that's your Christmas element in there. That's Seasonal Finishing Touches Volume 1. Now the gonks, these were a web exclusive. Our lovely Lewis has put these on as an individual item for you as an SVG download. So if you've got the other two and you just want this, you can get this today for £9.99. You've got Bingle, who you saw us cut out. You've got Bink and Blitzen with the little deer. You've got Christmas carolers. These are lovely. You've got Garrick, you've got Norbert, and you've got your seasonal trinkets. Okay, so you've got all of those different elements. Now that is part of your shop seasonal, or you can get it individually. It's entirely up to you. Right, now then, this is the biggie. So this is your spring. So I know we're about to go into autumn, but we're talking about spring. But this is where, honestly, that wreath is stunningly beautiful. So you've got your blissful blossoms, you've got your gathering of those, you've also got your basket. I like the fact that we've done it with and without the handles, so you can add them if you want to, or not if you don't. You've got Frida, Huey and Leonardo, our little ducks in there as well, which are brilliant. You've got your spring wreath, your whispers of spring, your whispers of spring gathering, so that means they're in a smaller size and in a different, facing opposite ways. And then you've got you quack me up with the smaller versions of those characters. But look at this artwork. It always makes me smile this because they look massive, don't they? That's going to end up being like that, like less than an inch, and it looks beautiful. Then you've got all your peonies in different stages of bloom. and your catkins in there as well. You've then got all of these different little berries. I mean, these are just going to be invaluable in your crafting. Flowers all day, every day, right? Never go out of fashion. You've got more of your sprigs in there as well. Look at that wreath. Isn't that exquisite? Now, because you're buying it as you could flip that and have it back to back. So you're getting you don't need, you just flip the file because you're getting the reverse reflection with it, which is just incredible because it's one of the SVG cutting files. It's phenomenal. Then you've got all your little characters. Love these. Reminds me as well of a gentleman that used to live next door to my mum and dad called Mr. Goldsborough. He was a policeman and he lived with his dad. So we had old Mr. Goldsborough and young Mr. Goldsborough, and he used to garden in a three-piece suit with shiny brogues. Seriously, me and my dad are in our overalls and our flat caps, and he's next door in his three-piece suit. Yeah. That takes me right back to being about 5 years old. You've got all your digi-stamps in here, and then you've got these beautiful scenes. These are gorgeous. So you've got realistic ones that look like they've been photographed. They're stunning. But this, for me, I love this. It's a little bit Beatrix Potter. It's not. It's nothing to do with it, but it has that look and feel, doesn't it? I love it. Oldie worldy. That's a great way. Oldie worldy. I love that. The cottage garden. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? You're getting all of this included. I know, it's great, isn't it? It's brilliant value, especially when we knock some money off. Right, Jane? I don't know what you mean. I didn't do that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Do you know what? I took Bo out our whippet the other day in the fields at the end, and I had a moment. You know, sometimes in life you just have a moment. And I stood at the top of the hill and I looked out, and on a clear day you can see the Lake District from the end. The view is spectacular. And I stood there and I watched the dog running around, and I just thought, you know what? This was my playground growing up. How lucky was I? And there were 17 houses on the street, and there were 13 kids. Can imagine, can't you? Massive field at the end. It was brilliant. And I just had a moment when I thought, yeah, you know what? Life was good. Apart from when I can't climb the tree and decided to tie my shoelaces around the top branch and see what would happen if I flipped upside down. I didn't fall, but my dad had to come home from work to get me down because I hadn't thought of the other bit. My best friend Catherine was running up the street going, Auntie Pauline, Melanie's hanging upside down from a tree. And I was like, what's she doing? She's tied her shoelaces round and flipped upside down. Yeah, that was me. Shop seasonal, if you remember Pippi Longstocking, that was me. Shop seasonal, $24.99. Right, thank you very, very much for your company today. Thank you for shopping with us. We really appreciate it. Remember to check out Hobbycraft TV on Saturday and Sunday because I will be there, and nothing is changing here. You're still going to get all your shows, you're still going to get your deals, and you're still going to get your club member benefits. I will see you bright and early in the morning with Stephanie for a brand new Minecraft studio. If you love nostalgia, that's for you. I'll see you in the morning. You take care. Lots of love. Bye.